Okay, good to get a win. Great to do it at home in front of our fans. Again, great turnout. Beautiful day in Western New York. Couldn't ask for anything more. Glory to God for the weather, for the win, and all His blessings. And I thought the team really came together in the second half. We weren't really playing complementary brand of football in the first half, and came out in the second half with a little more energy and attitude, and I thought that showed on the first drive for defense, first drive for offense. Still a lot to work on. It was good to see James, break the record that he did, the franchise record, and I'm happy for him. There's a lot of hard work that's gone into that, not just from him, but for all those around him and O-line, all those involved, Coach Cromer, all the offensive coaches, to the work that they put in there. Coach Brady as well, and Coach Gund. And then Cole Bishop getting his first NFL interception. Great to see. He's worked hard, and he continues to grow every week. And I think that's it. So time is yours.
Coach, just care to talk about Cole Bishop in that play. How important and how impactful was that play? Kind of like Micah Hyde just a little bit. I kind of thought he was still out there, but just care to talk about his play.
Well, it was a huge play in the game if you kind of really think about it big picture, due to the, they're getting the ball after half. They're down there inside of, whatever it was, 2-3 minutes to play, maybe less. And, they score before half potentially. They come out with the ball after half, and now you're talking about potentially 14-point situation there. So big time play, and it was, they ran a gadget there, and Cole did a great job sniffing it out.
Reaction to the penalties, just the number of them that you guys took.
Yeah, we own them, and we got to get them fixed. So, I'll take a hard look at them and make sure that we're teaching the right things and we're executing the right things technique-wise. You can't beat yourself.
Operationally, with the timeouts, obviously you want all of them late. What went into those two moments when you had to kind of do that?
So, starting on, we burned, I think another timeout. I believe it was in the first half. With the play clock running down, can't do that. You need timeouts. They're, like I've said before, they're gold at the end of the half, end of the game, and we got lucky. Quite honestly, we didn't have to use them because we didn't have any left. At the end of the game there. It was substitution based. They did some no huddle. One in particular, ball ended up on their sideline, which, when that happens, you're expecting to get someone stand over the ball. If the ball went out of bounds, in their coaching box, in the player's box there. So, anyway. But regardless, we've got to do a better job with our substitutions and managing those substitutions accordingly.
That situation was 21-19. You're at midfield. You had 2nd and 4, and James comes off the field, and you go run to Ray, run to Ty, and then the little flip. I mean, in that situation, thinking back, would you rather have James Cook on the field for one of those?
Well, we got to go back and look at it. Obviously, it wasn't good enough, so we'll go back and evaluate that.
How important was gap integrity coming out in that second half? It seems like they were doing a lot of multiple sets, some motions and shifts, trying to get you off of your keys there. So what would you telling those guys at halftime, the importance of gap integrity?
Yeah, well, we start every week with that, the importance of doing your 111th, doing your job. I thought overall, they came out trying to run the football on us and keep the game, let's call it close, and they did a good job of that. And, I thought we did a better job in the second half in some situations, but everything starts with gap integrity in the run game and doing your job, and then tackling. I didn't think we thought at times we could have tackled better than we did. So we go back and look at that as well and evaluate and try and grow from it. I think that's the important piece. Third downs were way better this go around, so that's a step in the right direction. And then closing the game out defensively, it was good to see us be able to get there with our front four. And the rush and coverage work together there. So there's a lot of, there's enough signs of growth, but there's on the other side of that, there's plenty of signs that we've got a lot more work to do. But I'm happy, I'll celebrate the win.
I'm sorry about that. You saw Dorian Strong come in a few series for Tre'Davious White. What went through that decision?
Yeah, just looking at a young player and giving him some experience and some valuable reps, and it wasn't anything Trey didn't do. That was the plan going into the game.
Decision to not have Codrington active, what went into that, and who you used on the returns, what went into that?
Similar, just looking at different players, seeing how the roster, the game day roster looks with different players up, different players down, with the goal of making sure we have our best guys out there, as we head down the road here.
Walker and Phillips, that tandem, how impressive were you to see those two guys out there at the same time?
Yeah, two big guys. It was good to have Jordan up for this game, and he brings some things. He brings an edge to our defense. He loves to play, plays with an edge.
Sean, your 90th win, how does it, when especially a tough game like today, how does that feel to hit that, continuing to move up the win totals and the overall?
Yeah, what a blessing. What a blessing. Got a great staff around me through the years. Really great players around me, and you can't do this job by yourself. And extremely grateful. Grateful to God, grateful for all those who have helped me over the years, and like I said, it's a true team effort. So trust me, I wasn't thinking about trying to get 90 during the game. That was a hard game, and we knew it was going to be tough. They're all tough. So, but I'm extremely grateful and grateful to the fans too, because a lot of those wins have happened at home. So they played a big part in it.
Putting up 30 points and you, like you just mentioned, there's room for growth and you're hitting your stride. How scary could this team really be when things really start to click and come mid-season?
Well, we'll see. I don't think we really know, Mookie, yet. We'll see. It's a week-to-week league. It's a hard league to win. So you celebrate every win and you learn. You learn from the wins. You learn from the ones that don't work out the way that you hope they work out. Right, Vic? You've been in this league a long time, a lot of you guys, right? And it's not easy. It's not easy. So it's good to get a 1 o'clock home win and a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I'm going to go home and watch somebody else sweat it out a little bit here. So, all right. Good.
Josh on that final scoring drive at the throw to Dalton, obviously the run beforehand.
Yeah, the will to win. At halftime, I could tell he just had that look in his eye. And he's just got an incredible will to win and spirit about him. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And when he made that scramble run, I think, on one of those drives, and he just, when he raises his level of play, it's like, okay, boys, they raised their level of play. And they knew what time it was. And again, I should have credit when I started. The second half running game was legit. It really was. Coach Cromer, Coach Gunn, Joe calling those, dialing them up, and the O-line, all involved in the running game. Did a phenomenal job. I think in the first half we had close to 60 yards, and to end with 165 is very impressive. That adjustment, I thought the staff overall did a great job of communicating and making the adjustments we had to make to pull the game out.